Okay, so in this one, for some reason I think I'm going to do nuclear, but I think it's probably a bit too soon for that. Probably a lot too soon for that. So for now, we're going to prioritize this here. And I think, can I sneak an extra two in there? I can. That'll probably be more than I can have, but it'll do for now. Hmm. My blue science is building up nicely as well. Uh, right, so let's go and see what we can do. Oh, there's some uranium there. Never mind. Oh, I'm going to tap these iron and coppers first. I should really plan this out before I start recording. We've got more than enough engines now, so these blues are going as quick as they can, which is quick enough. We set an upgrade on here so my construction robots will speed up all of these when we get round to it. Is there another one? I could do that iron and run it all the way down and join the belt there. Or can I sneak that in along here? I think I can probably sneak it in along here actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that iron, which is near that iron. Oh, I might just expand that iron actually. I can probably do that. I'm going to grab some red belts as well whilst I'm here. Yeah, so I didn't actually finish all of this, did I? Mm, you're still, what do you call it? So you need to be sorted at some point anyway. Yeah, you're still coal ones. You know what? I will just ignore the gaps. Excuse me. So we're going to copy all of that. We're going to no, we're going to vertically flip it, and we'll pop all these down. And that can sneak through there. That shouldn't be a problem, but so this steel will take priority. This iron will take priority because I'm about to need a lot more iron. So I'll happily go in. So I can kind of go backwards on this again, or just put another row here actually. But yeah, I can tap a lot more iron from that. That's fine. So then I wanted copper as well, didn't I? Which my next copper really is that one. Or is it worth picking a fight and going and getting that? So let's run down to my engines and we'll see what the terrain's like. If there's a lot of trees in the way, I probably won't bother. But if there's not, I will do. I think this is looking relatively harvestable. Drop away that here as well. And won't let me pick that up for some reason. Oh well. You can make the mistake of accidentally setting this to have thousands of rounds of ammunition, but it's just a big waste. Oh, who's getting killed? Oh, I wonder where that attack's been triggered from. I wonder if there's some bugs over there I'm unaware of. So, I don't want to go and fight these guys, so I'm just going to put some laser turrets down, and eventually they'll. Oh, those are the spitter bugs. Mm, yeah, I do have laser turrets, so they will get put down eventually. Ah, yeah. So they've come down and they've killed. So the bots, we will rebuild anything that's been destroyed. Yeah, and it's probably that one. No, because my pollution's not got that far, really. Oh well, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. We found a flip and pop that down. Right, I'm going to take a break from what I've just said I was going to do, because I am going to plant some trees. So again, we will leave ourselves little corridors. But these are far denser than the trees that were originally there, so we get more pollution eating per tree. And I do have thousands and thousands and thousands of trees, because every tree I've chopped down has resulted in 2 seedlings. So although I did chop down a lot of forests, I'm going to rebuild some for them, and the bugs can stop whining quite so much. I think that'll be far enough. I'll run my power back. Pop down some defences. And we need radar. And always lots and lots of these boxes. So my construction bots will be busy for a long, long time building those trees, but got loads and loads of uranium, so that's good. But that's already full of empty barrels, and this sort of becomes a problem when you do it this way because you end up with a lot and lot and lot of empty barrels, and you end up doing silly things like this. Where's making barrels? So I could stop this making new barrels, but you know what? I'm gonna do. No, I'm not. I'll be fine. I do feel that these medium power poles kind of block your line of sight a bit more than other types, but we will just survive with what we have. And we don't need all this extra stuff off at the end, so we'll clip that. And now we will start turning this into copper. We don't need buffer boxes for this. If it was nearer to the main belt, it might be worthwhile, but where it is, it's not. I will, however, put some defences around it. That's probably fair enough. So we'll copy that. We will vertically flip it, pop it down, line it up, and that will give us a belt of copper. And then we're going to do this for each of these. They don't line up properly, which is why I put a little kink in it down here. Oh, excuse me, I'm not built yet. Trying to work out why that wasn't firing yet, but that's not been built. It's because obviously my bots are building them in the wrong order. But never mind. So we will copy a good chunk of this again. Yeah, which will do for that one. You can put balances and everything in to make sure that these are all, but it's a lot of effort for no real gain. I was about to say it makes more sense for the people that don't have unlimited resources, but to be fair, it makes even less sense for them. Um, this is kind of a situation where you could start using trains, but do you really need to? I don't think so. Oh, so there it is. Oh, no, did I know about that one? I don't know. I annoyed some bugs somewhere and they decided to attack. Is that more pollution? Yeah. But my bots have rebuilt all of this blue sciencey stuff, so no major damage was done. So you can see all of my trees, a lot of these trees are planted starting to fill out. So my bots will build these out as they go. And each time you do it, each time you chop that tree down, you get another 2 trees. So you'll never run out of trees. But in the original game, there was a bit of in the unmodded game, I should say. Once you chop a tree down, it's dead and doesn't come back. So yeah, there's no way of getting new trees that I'm aware of anyway. Oh, so I'm having a problem with coal again. So we do need more power. That looks like a good place. So I will go and copy a section of my Where are my solar panels? Here they are. I'll copy a section of these and then start popping down some solar. I would have taken a much bigger snip if I'd thought about it, but that'll do. I'll have a check at how many solar panels I actually have built. Quite a lot, but I do only have the one factory doing it, so. Right. Let's take a snip of these again. Oh, so I need 300 megawatt hours occasionally, and I've got 160, 158. So I am desperately short of power. So that is a pretty serious situation that needs to be rectified pretty much immediately. Because once the lights go out, you are in a lot more trouble. But I think I can probably get away with just adding a bit more production to this. So if we have a look, yeah, it's my drones are using most of my power. They're using 100 megawatts, give or take, between them. So they use more than half my power. So yeah, drones are a bit of a power sink, but they are very cool. Oh, so yeah, when you look at any of these sorts of things, you can look at different time spans. So in the last hour, that's what my powers look like. So you can see the day and night cycle. I'm not sure if this is game. Is this game hours or? I think this is real life hours rather than game hours. Yeah, it must be because there's multiple ups and downs. So this is real life hours, but you can see game hours in it says day, night, day, night. And I did do that the wrong way round. The wrong way around. Right. To try and deal with my power problem a little bit, we are going to. So these will request wood, and they'll be put directly onto the belt, or immediately onto the belt, and then hopefully be picked up, and we'll start burning some of this excess wood I've got. I think we are kind of at the point where I'm going to have to build a car now. I do try to avoid it because I'm not a very good driver. Now you may be wondering why I went through all that effort to build some extra copper, since I don't actually need copper at the moment. But I think I'm going to need it sooner rather than later, because the next set of things I build are going to be pretty annoying. And I just said I was going to build a car, didn't I? Can I build a car, or do I need a thing to build a car? I can build a car, so I need iron, steel, and engines. So cars need fuel to run. So I'm just going to steal a bit of coal from there. They are quite handy because they have absolutely massive trunks. And I'm also going to... They also have a gun. So it's just enter to get in, up to go forward, back to go back, and left and right to turn. So in theory I should be able to drive this without much problem. But if you do... You crash into... No. If you crash into buildings, you do damage them, you damage the car as well. But... And I have a tendency to forget where I parked it. So I end up with a lot of cars with a lot of important stuff in them that I then have to rebuild. So I'm going to grab a load of red belts and red stuff so I can... So rather than getting a load of yellow belts and building it, I'm going to get a load of red belts, upgrade a load of yellows to red, and I'm going to use the ones that I get from upgrading to then build new stuff. Bit of a pointlessly convoluted way of doing it, but... Oh, and I'm out already. Yeah, I'm not sure how much did I put. I'm going to guess I put 50 coal in, and I've used two and almost a third one, or possibly one and almost another one. And also, if you leave gaps of four, it's easier to ride your car in between them rather than riding it kind of half on, half off. I'm not sure if that gets it tilted or. To be honest, I don't know if it slows it down. I know it slows you down, but does it slow the car down? And we crashed again. Let's try and remember that part due there. It's damaged, so at some point a bot will come with a repair pack and repair it. Oh, so I've used another 2 coal in that little burst of activity added. You can burn different fuels in it, so you can burn wood, you can burn coal, you can burn rocket fuel, and they get different speeds as well. So I think the fastest is nuclear fuel, and they will go rather speedy with that. But I don't have nuclear fuel yet. So what do I want to build next? I want. Oh. So because nuclear power takes such a long time, I am going to set my factories on the prerequisites for that one. So a nuclear centrifuge needs concrete, which needs water, so I can't just set something easily building for that. I can do heat pipes, which are like steam pipes, but they're hotter. Now, we are not going to need more than one thing of these. We might do on the centrifuges actually, but we can build them over time. It's fine. So for nuclear enrichment, we need purple. But my science doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment as they stopped somehow. No, it just takes a really, really long time to research that one. So I need enrichment, for that I need purple science. So what do I need for purple science? I need rails, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. So we will do rails first. So rails need stone, steel plate, and iron sticks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check how much stone I'm actually making. I don't suspect it's very much. I'm going to have a full thing, but I will probably burn through that quite quickly. Nope, it's mines I need to think about, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably enough stone, to be honest. So rails needed stone, steel, and iron sticks. So I don't have iron sticks on my belt, so I am going to have to manufacture those. So iron sticks just need iron plates. And how many do I need? So I need one every half a second, which will manufacture one every half a second. And you need 30 every 21 seconds. So I need kind of 1.5 times as many as these I want. So I'm just going to be boring and normal and stick with 10. And as always, we will build my horrendously over-engineered system for these. Nope, I rotated that rather than vertically flipping it, which is very, very naughty. So vertically flip, and then these just need iron plates. And you need iron plates as well. And I'm not going to put these iron sticks on the belt because, no. But I am going to set up a little grabby thing. So now I need rails, don't I? So these needed stone, steel, and iron sticks. So because they need 3 things, I will grab something that needs 3. And get these going. And because that had been upgraded or told to upgrade, it wants the expensive stuff. Well, never mind. Eventually my construction bots will get around to it. So we need stone, steel, and these rods. I'll start with these rods because they're already here. Then we need steel and stone. I'll grab some steel first. And then some stone. You're not. You copper, yeah, you're copper ore, not stone. You're in the wrong place. So then you need stone and steel. You can go with steel girders. I was chatting to someone in the comments. By when say chatting, I mean someone left a comment and I answered, saying that you shouldn't put ore on the belt, um, which I do kind of see the point of. It's just coal you do need in a couple of places, and stone you do need in a couple of places. Whereas I'm not sure if iron goes anywhere except um, into the furnaces. So essentially, the furnaces should be before the belt, not on it. There might be some sense there. Just in case I need rails for anything, might do. And then, so I'm building these for yellow science, aren't I? No, I'm building for purple science. I need electric furnaces. So then steel, advanced circuits, and stone bricks. Stone bricks I've got plenty of, steel I've got plenty of, but I am going to have to make some more advanced circuits. So advanced circuits need plastic, copper, and electric. And I think my brain is a bit frazzled for today, so I think I'm going to call it quits here and decide what I'm going to do next. Yep, I think I'll call that quits for today. So I'm just going to do a few menial tasks to waste a bit of time and give my construction bots a bit of chance to catch up. Power is still rather short, but hopefully once these get going, and if I need more room, I can just chop some trees down again. But my coal is, there's room for a little bit more coal on this belt, but not much. And this is already full by that point. So I could tap here and fill further back. But all the wood I've been chopping down is going to go into these chests. We'll put it on this belt, which my power stations will burn eventually. So I'm still not satisfied with power yet. Oh, I am getting there very briefly when my solar's maxed and my steam engines are maxed. So that's something that still needs to be properly sorted. But I'm going to call it quits for today. See you all next time.